Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you, beloved. Thank you for letting me know. So, again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Mistress of the Gates Tarot. I'm Goddess Alicia. Welcome in. If you're a day one returning viewer, welcome back, beloved. It's always good to see you. If you are new and you're falling upon this message, it is destiny calling you to receive some inspiration, some guidance, some positive messages in your life. Now, I am speaking to someone who has survived through the pits of hell in this lifetime. I'm speaking to a warrior, someone that's been toughened by life itself, by experience, someone who has gone through sibling rivalry, parental favoritism, bullying in school, injustice in several or many jobs or careers, has gone through a lot of illness and fought in battles, energies that were sent to you, that were conjured up against you. Someone has survived divorce or loss of a parent or someone you loved, grandma, grandpa. I'm talking to someone who has experienced more pain than pleasure in this lifetime. Hello, what's up, Mo? Hey, sis, welcome in. I'm speaking to, I'm speaking to you because if you are guided to be here today, this is your message. Now, there may be things that resonate. You may receive some confirmation for what you thought you knew, or you may find out some things that will surprise you, that may reawaken a memory that you thought you forgot. Now, trigger warning, if you're overly sensitive at this time, this may not be the time to hear this live because we are diving in. We are reaching in, pulling out, purging, detoxing, renewing our soul in order to elevate our lives. Now, in the pre-shuffle, to get me started for this message, I pulled 3 cards from my Levan Peter Oracle deck. These are messages of the hidden soul, messages of the darkness, things untold. And the first card that came out, my love, is a call for help. A call for help. It says, reach out, a need for backup, and admit your needs. You can tell by the image on that beautiful face, that angel, that they have gone through some dark times, feeling alone, abandoned, neglected, and just lost. Lost in the wilderness with no clear direction of where they should be going, where they belong. This may be someone that's felt like they've never belonged. Many of us, the collective elite, the reason why we awaken from so much pain, so much destruction, and so much trauma, that is how we awaken. We are forged in the fire. God wants to see who will not be burned, who will rise up, bounce back, survive the flames of spiritual, mental, and emotional torture. And you were here. That has been your lifetime so far. Many of us grew up in a household, parents that to them they did their best, and maybe it was, but for us, it was less than what we needed. Star children need a lot of attention, a lot of guidance. They need inspiration, someone to help feed that spirit, that seed, that light. They need a place to shine, to play, to grow. They need freedom to fly, to play like a child and imagine the worlds of the dimensions. They need to be able to dream. They need someone to believe in them, in what they see, how they feel. And many of the collective do not grow up in those type of households. There's a lot of jealousy, competition, a lot of strict discipline, a lot of, as a child, you should listen and not be heard. What goes on in this home stays in this home. You didn't have a voice. You were told to sit, be still, be quiet, not be saying you're too much or not enough. The world will not love you the way you want to be, so change, adapt to become part of a marriage, a family, seek an education. No matter what debt you go in, keep reaching, because we want you to be able to build enough to come back and take care of us. Be that light for your family. Be that support system for your family. It's never about purpose or destiny. It's always about someone else's dream or picture of what they need. That's how many of the collective have grown. Dealt with a lot of childhood illness because a star seed child comes back needing a certain diet, needing a certain environment. And those around us don't understand that because they are not on that level, in that mindset. We are misfed. We are unhealthy. We are too small and too thin and have asthma and eczema. We have all these things that go on in our body. And we're taking the doctors and over medicated and therapy and all this goes on, and we're simply just in the wrong place at the wrong time. But we chose to come back to be part of this dimension, to experience, to love, to learn, to take what we have here back to home and share it with our true family. But we're navigating through chaos and warfare daily. It almost makes it impossible to live out your purpose, to even find your purpose when you are an anomaly, a unicorn, one amongst millions, and no one sees you, believes you. They fear you. They shun you. They gossip. They whatever they can do to keep you small, keep your light dim, keep you from excelling above them. That is what they will do. It's time for a call for help. Protect yourself by clearing your space and working with a shielding technique that works for you. This is protection work. Right now, the energy in the world is so dense and so dark. We have gone through so many different moon cycles. We're retrograde. It's a time right now of confusion, illusions, silent attacks. We're in a world right now that does not fit what we thought we'd be. After the awakening, after the ascension, we expected our garden, our vision to be like a dream. And that has not arrived. For many, the wait is still going on. The patience is running out. We're becoming unsure if this is it or if it's something else. There is a need right now to do your protection work. Practice your divination. Master your craft. Know what it is. Know what is calling you. Be silent. Be still. Focus on what motivates you. Whether it's music, reading, studying. Make sure that if those are what you're doing, whatever it is positively elevating your frequency. Right now, there's a silent war going on. Well, I don't even know if it's silent anymore because every reader is talking about it. The opposition against the risen is real. And it's hiding, it's planning, it's growing. And many of us have not come together with our tribe as of yet. We're not in the right community as of yet. We haven't relocated or made that move as of yet. Started that platform or their business. Many are still in solitude, in hermit mode, in confinement. And we should have been broken free from that in the spring. And many of us are not wanting to navigate outside because it's too peoply. We're still not trusting or understanding why we're still waiting. But they're advising you to up your protection work. Now, if you don't know how to perform protection work or you're not that deep into your craft or divination, this is a fine time to network, partner with someone. They can help you build it, complete it, learn it, study it. It is so needed. Simply visualize yourself completely surrounded by a field of soft white energy. Within this, you are safe and protected. Nothing harmful can reach you through this shield. Affirm you are safe and well, and take steps to strengthen your body, your mind, and your soul. Dare to try something unusual and innovative, because right now it just might work. This is for someone who has gone through a powerful awakening. Your soul has changed. You have changed. You have walked away. They have walked away. You have allowed, surrendered. You have risen from the ashes of your past. But it seems like even though that has happened, it just won't let go of you. You keep remember it, dreaming about it, wondering about it. Your soul, all these years, although you broke free, many of the collective leave home early. Some through marriage, some through college. However you leave, many of us will do whatever it takes to get away from home, the hometown. Married too young, doesn't matter. Go to college where you don't want to be, you don't know anyone, doesn't matter. As long as you break away from what feels like a prison for your soul. But then we're left wandering the world, seeking the new home, finding the right place, the right love, the right job, the right energy that feels safe. Going back home, some of us, we have the reunions, the gatherings, the funerals, the reasons to go back, and we go. Many of us no longer go because when you are there, it feels now like they're strangers. There's no attachment, no connection. Many go because you don't want to be seen as not cooperative. Your soul has been trapped in a home. Your birth home, the home you grew up as a child, the place you call home, whether it was grandma's house, wherever it was, it may have been the home that you were constantly taken to every summer, every holiday, and you were forced to go. Grandma's land, the grandpa's land, whatever it was. Or it's the place that you were always dropped off by your parents or your single parent because they needed a break. They need you to be somewhere else. And in that place, it was misery. Maybe even physical abuse, emotional abuse. And still, even though Your parent may have known that it was more important for them to be free of you than for you to be safe and healthy. Wherever you experience the most emotional or physical or mental abuse in your childhood, your soul remained there, broken, bruised, mistreated, abused. Just that innocent little child that just wanted to be loved, understood, embraced, comforted. Many of these have left you with mother wounds, father wounds, sibling rivalry, failed marriages, constantly changing jobs, constantly moving because your soul has never been along for the new ride. Trapped in a place where you were not freed before you ran, you just knew you had to get away. But the healing did not take place before you left. So those broken parts of you, those angry and bitter and resentful parts of you, those parts that don't want to hate, but you can't help it almost, and the pain comes back as soon as you see it or you're there, traps. Wanting someone to acknowledge what they did, someone to let you know you were not crazy or you did not imagine it, that you felt it, that it was real, someone to validate why you are where you are in your adulthood, still searching, still needing, still wanting, still craving something you were not given. You may have been holding on to years of shame and guilt because you may have been blaming yourself for making the wrong choices, choosing the wrong people, going the wrong direction. It's all you knew. The wounded child in you was choosing from a place of pain, bitterness, anger, trauma, and not healing, not love, not support, not growth, not your fault. I'll be the first to tell you, beloved, it's not your fault. You may have been an adult. We know what you are, adult. You have free will, and yada yada yada. That's the excuse they give you when they say, we don't need to. We're not going to validate it. We're not going to help you fix it. Just get over it. At some point, yes, you must get over it. But that's when you learn to validate it for yourself. That's when you free yourself. That's when you say it was real. And it hurt. And I felt broken. And I still carry the pain. And people are in the grave and can't say they sorry. You have to do that for yourself. Now the soul, the inner child that faced trauma is being released into a new world, into a new vision, because you've gone through an awakening. You've gone through a very painful, whatever it was, in the last 5 years. The pain, the detachment, the loss, the grief, the anxiety, the fear, it has been so heavy that you just said, I give it away. It is what it is. And if it can never be validated, or if it can never be discussed, if I can never speak to him about it, if I will never get that love, I don't need it anymore at this time in my life. I've chosen to just love me enough, support me enough, be me enough, that will be enough. That is the value you have taken within yourself. You have said, you can love you enough. You can love you better than anyone can. You can give yourself everything you need. And anyone that comes in can compliment or add to it, but they cannot continue to strip you of what you have left. The second card that I pulled was redemption. It's so funny because I pulled redemption and I shuffled the ancestor messages And the first card on top was redemption. Absolution, forgiveness, and penance. It is time to be open about your remorse and let what has been secret to be said. Being able to be sorry, to say sorry and take responsibility will lift any burdens you may be carrying from your shoulders. The blame and self-punishment you may be currently inflicting upon yourself will never make amends. Whatever you hold within will poison your soul. It's time to let go. Maybe you haven't forgiven them, but you've forgiven yourself. And that to you may be enough. And maybe they're gone. Maybe they're not around. Maybe they're not alive. But somehow there's someone in your life, someone that was the closest, that left you in the most pain, the most misfortune, someone that broke you down like no one else has ever before. Something you have said that door is closed, it's over, I don't belong there, I will not go, I will not engage, but your soul is torn by the lack of closure, of accountability, of mending. If there is someone that is, and there is any possibility that you can actually speak to this person, it may be a sibling, it may be a dying parent, it may be a toxic ex that's facing addictions or illness or sickness, and you know about it. You are the light. You are the love. God has proven that to you by you surviving everything that tried to take you out. You are built from something deeper than what the world has for others. That deepness comes from a source that many do not have access to. It's divinely ingrained in your DNA. They may be reaching out. They may be reaching out to you. You may get a phone call soon. You may get a text. You may get an email. Somebody from their family or their friend may be the one to call you and reach out to you and telling you this person is dying. This person is very ill. This person is homeless on the street. This person is in a rehabilitation, or they're in therapy, or they have become mentally unstable and they're in an institution. Somebody may be reached out to you that the situation they're in is dire. And this will be the person that hurt you the most, broke you to your core, and abandoned you and left you alone. If they already passed away and it's that person, and you know where the grave is, you got a visit you need to make, a conversation that should happen before you walk away into this new life, into this new world. There's a door that is still open. And although you have walked away and closed it on your end, they have not. Therefore, it's not fully closed. Now, if you're holding on to some animosity, you can't forgive because they didn't say they're sorry, or they didn't make amends, or there was no closure, or you deserve more, absolutely you do. But they are not you, my love. They never had the capability to be you. They can't see how you see. They are not the anointed that is you. You cannot expect them to walk the way you walk, to talk the way you talk, to navigate the way you do. They cannot. They don't have the capacity. They're not chosen to be that. For you are the reason that now they see it, who they are. So when the time comes, you have a decision to make. What will you do? Will you answer the phone call? Will you have the conversation? Will you visit the hospital? Will you go to the gravesite? Are you willing to release them in order to release yourself? Because that is coming. I know sometimes we say it's been years, it'll never happen, there's no communication. Divine timing is not 24 hours a day or 365 days a year. There's no clock, there's no divine clock. That's something given to us to keep us working on a plantation and know our hours. So we don't be late, we show up. We clock in and clock out so they don't overpay us. That's what the clock was invented, to keep people off the streets at a certain hour of night. Tell businesses when to open, when you close. So you have to operate on their agenda. It's another form of slavery. The divine has no clock. There's no deadline. And the final card was ecstasy. Ecstasy. Yielding, rapture, and bliss. There is a power in the surrender and great soul ecstasy in finding the one who, for an instant, takes the burden of decisions and gives you great relief and satisfaction and pleasure. Be aware that you must choose this person with great care. It is a time, though, for you to admit that in some ways, ecstatic experiences are Atisha only when chosen wisely. This is about a lover, a mate, a love connection. This is about for those who that painful experience was with a spouse, a lover, possibly also a best friend of many, many, many years that you consider a sister or brother. This is about the love of a parent that raised you in their bitterness and their jealousy and their hate and their anger for the life they lived and the person they chose that abused them. Love comes in many forms. It's not just a lover. This is so that sibling that stabbed you in the back so harshly, the one you love so much that you never saw it coming and you may have not been able to get over it. This is for that parents that loved your own child so deeply. And that child grew up to despise you, to hate you, to mistreat you, to emotionally abuse you. And although you thought you gave everything, you did your best, you can understand why the separation is real. It broke your heart, it cracked you open, and you may still feel like you're bleeding inside because it has not been mended. It's not been healed. It's not been fixed. You may know that there may be no way for you to do it by yourself, and they're not willing to help, but yet you can't surrender it. They're from your womb, from your seed, and you refuse to believe that that is the end. This says, when one door closes, it's not necessarily your choice. Sometimes people walk away because they're guided away from you to protect you. Sometimes we ignore red flags. We hold on too long. We hold our hope. We reopen that door and let the devil back in, whoever they are, because we are compassionate, empathetic, forgiving. We are the light. So we always try to see the best in everything, everybody, only to be torn apart again. It takes a lot of pain for us to learn. And then the day comes when you finally learn. But now you're empty and you're saddened and you're broken because in the lesson came heartbreak, disbelief, pain, untold, that you haven't shared, that you can't find anyone to understand. This is about someone new being guided into your life very soon. And you allowing yourself to see this person with eyes that are brand new. Not eyes of the past, eyes that match that person. Not to allow people to come into your life and you have to test everyone. You got a whole list of what they got to pass in order to be part of your future. That whole list, you took out your baggage. You carry it with you as if it protects you. Whoever's coming into your life has not experienced you before, has not known you before, and vice versa. This is about opening a door of your heart to say what is gone, I cannot get back, and that's okay. I can heal along the way. I can forgive along the way, because forgiveness is required, not suggested. I can do that along the walk, along the way, and be okay enough to choose the next music, the next vibration, the next intimate conversation, relationship, connection, and not base it on my pain, my heartbreak, my wounds, my scars, my needs, solely my needs, but allow someone to come in and realize that they are someone that's possibly gone through, survived like you, understand, have grown, have awakened, and they are coming in to meet you where you are, and together you can merge in the energy of healing one another from a place of true allowing. I'm talking to somebody whose soul has been released from a home that you were trapped in, and the home you were trapped in, if it was not a place, it was a mindset from that place that you carry around to every new place. Sometimes, why can't I keep a job? Why do I keep getting bullied? Why do I keep getting stalked and trolled? And why do I keep getting it? Why am I keep facing injustice and misery and all the wrong people? Because the soul was begging for more attention than what the body or the heart needed at that time. Sometimes when we're broken and abandoned, we search for someone that can help us, support us, to love us, and comfort us through that energy. That's called a trauma bond. That's called codependency. That's not healthy. It's not advised. It's not a place to run to rebound, rebound? There's no way to bounce back. There's no way to grow. There's no growth waiting in that kind of connection. When you are finally torn apart and torn away from love, from pain, it's when the silence and the stillness and the meditation and the reflection is where the growth begins. But usually we don't want to be alone. We don't want to be alone. It's depressing. It's lonely. We start going through things in our head, and it's a scary place, especially if you're a single mother. Hello. Or especially if you've been in a connection so long, or left home and got one, and left them and gotten another. And it's a pattern of not wanting to be alone, or not seen, or not wanted, or not craved by anyone. So we get in, we meet a friend, we meet and we pick that friend becomes a lover before we even build a friendship. It happens to the best of us. And then we wonder why it fails. Why we end up with the same liar, cheater, abuser that we. Now, if you would like a reading today, they're $5, $10, or $20. Today's readings will be about hidden secrets, things you don't know, things that will need to be uncovered, things that involve healing, growth, spiritual elevation, and new love contracts. Now, love does not have to be an intimate lover. A new love contract walking into your life can be a business partner. It can be a best friend. You can find a neighbor or a coworker. It could be a reunion of a sibling or one of your children. It could be somebody coming back. It could be mending offenses. I'm speaking to somebody who's from a royal lineage. You are here on this plane, but the dimension from which you came is connected to a royal lineage. You were meant to come here and live like a king or a queen, an emperor or an empress. You were here to have access to every resource in your life. You were here to be wealthy and healthy and wise. We're here to teach, to guide, to motivate others. A royal lineage means you should not lack any money, any finance, any love, any health. You should not be lacking. The blessings you came back with were manifestation gifts. But you should be able to manifest with ease everything you need, you desire, you want. You came back with the ability to build, to obtain, to receive. If that's not going on in your life, it's because there is a black hole. There's darkness. Whether it's a secret, whether it's just something whether it's a denial, whether it's a running, there's been a dark hole there. For many, that dark hole is a place you go to when you want to break free, or you don't want others to see, or when you don't want to believe. A lot of the times that dark hole is home, the pain, the wounds that didn't heal, the scars. But you came here to this planet from a royal lineage. Gods and goddesses, kings and queens. You should be living that way in this elevate your frequency. You want to get back to that royal lineage. You want to get back to that place of manifestation. You want to get back to your riches, your inheritance, your generational wealth transfer. You want to get back to that good love, healing love, loyal, positive, uplifting. You want to get back to that career, that job, that home, that relocation. Simply elevate your frequency. You may be in a frequency of bitterness, anger, regret, shame, or guilt. You may be in a frequency of denial, as if I've already achieved and overcome all of that, but in your soul you have not. You're still dreaming. You're still thinking every now and then. You find yourself daydreaming and you pull yourself out. You're still wondering why you keep going there. You're not going there. Your soul body is there. You may not mentally want to be there. You emotionally want to be there. Your soul body is still trapped there. That place where there was no closure, no forgiveness, no mending fences, no real conversation. They could have passed away and be in the grave and you never got to say what you wanted to say. Maybe you never got to say goodbye and you feel guilty about that. Maybe you feel guilty because You could have done something to help someone. You didn't because you were angry and bitter, and now they are gone. Whether they're living or just moved on, you're holding on a seat of regrets, pain, shame, and guilt, but you don't want to wear it, so you don't claim it, but it's there. Maybe someone ghosted you, abandoned you, left you, and you got no justice as of yet. You're still waiting. You're still waiting for karma to show up and show you your love, and you are protected, and you are anointed, and you don't see it, you don't feel it, you haven't heard about it. And so your soul still lives in that energy. Somebody, you must elevate your frequency. There are many ways to do it, through a ritual, through divination, through connecting with the cosmos, with nature, through hugging, through having a conversation on the phone, through getting a reading. Someone actually listening, giving you real feedback, positive feedback. Now, it may not be always what you want to hear, because those in denial or want to play victim or stay a victim because they didn't receive what they needed and they believe they deserve more. Everything you hear that you have to ingest is not going to be something you may want to hear. Spirit's going to bring it to you anyway, because your soul is being released. And the reason why it's being released is because you're about to take a walk with someone new, doing things you've never done before, experiencing life and love like you've never done before. And the spirit of judging yourself, questioning yourself, overthinking everything, procrastination, stepping back, always wonder if, asking repeated questions, that energy must go. Because that energy is the illusion of that dark place where your soul is still trapped. Never having your accomplishments being celebrated, supported. They didn't applaud for you. No one showed up for you on that day, came through for you. Although you always coming through for them. When it was your turn, there was silence, emptiness, and you can't forget it. Your soul remembers it. Your heart wants to forgive it. Your mind wants to forget it, but your soul still embodies that frequency of pain. And releasing your soul as opposed to your heart and mind is the most important thing you can do in any lifetime. Somebody's been too focused on the heart, the mind, the flesh, and the soul is saying, I'm all, at the end of the day, when you close your eyes and your ashes blow away, I'm all you will have left. Focus on me. Believe in me. Pour it all into me. I'm all you're taking. I'm all you're meant to be. I am your risen. I am your royal lineage. I'm your generational wealth. I am your spiritual inheritance. And you cannot get to that, claim that, see that, or receive that without me being on top of the list. It can't be about what you see, what you think you can do, what you crave because others are succeeding and do. You have to know what your soul is hungry for. It will not be their story. It will not be how it looks on them. It will not be what you're told. It will be what you feel. It will be not what you believe in. It will simply be everything you know. So somebody needs to walk out of the believing and walk into the knowing. And the knowing is trusting. And the knowing is self-reliance, self-guidance. I clap for myself. You celebrate yourself. You honor yourself. You love yourself more than anyone else in the world can possibly do for you. That frequency is the highest frequency of light, self-love. Maybe you've been waiting too long for someone else to love you, to show you they love you, to prove to you they love you. And it will never come. And it will never be. They will never do it. You have the key. They don't. Their key to love is their own self, their own soul. You love them. You gave them your heart. You gave them your soul. You gave them your body. You were like gold in their lives. Now you are left wondering how they could treat you the way they do, abandon you, misuse you, mistreat you the way they do. That is wasted time and energy. So much time is wasted on what should, woulda, coulda, but didn't. And never will. People run out of air, run out of time, run out of life. As a soul midwife or death doula, I can tell you, sitting with the passing, with the dying, with the dead, so many people run out of breath, out of time, and die depressed, alone, broken, lost, crying tears of pain because there's no one in the room, no one calling, surrounding them, but a stranger. Why? Because they wasted so many years, so much time wondering when those people would come back into their lives and make right what they made wrong. And it never happens. Whether it's them physically coming, whether it's them paying you what they owe you, whether it's them giving it back, whether it's them removing the gospel or the lies or the drama on your reputation, whatever it is that they hold, that they took, that they are not planning on returning or giving back. You got to find a way to get that to yourself. Or else your soul, and trust me, you don't want to be on your deathbed. You don't want to be at death doors. And no one knows when that'll come. No one knows that when that day will come. Next week, next month, next year, 10 years, 20 years, no one knows. Life is not promised. Once you're given it, the promise that you're giving, is given to you when you're born. The rest of your life, there's no promise. There's only free will. There's only faith, hope. There's only connection to your ancestors, to the divine, to source. The day of our death is unknown. That means longevity of life is not promised. We're living on borrowed time, resources, the planet. Too busy hoarding material things and wealth and what I can build, what I can take away, what I can use to punish another by not giving, not supporting, because they didn't do it to me. That comes from a seed in the soul that is so dark, so lonely, so broken. That needs attention. That needs redemption. For praying all day, lighting candles, going to church, being what you think you need to be for everyone else who has not broken you or lend energy to the pain. It's not going to get you on the highway to heaven. God says, what do you do with the people, with the energies that broke you? How do you show up when they're in the room? How do you speak about them when they're not around? What is the seed you're really carrying for that person? I don't care if they're grown, if they're young, if they're dead or if they're alive. It don't matter what they've done. Some things are unforgivable, yes, by God. And the only thing unforgivable by God is to denounce that there's an existence of the Creator. There's no other sin that can be performed that God won't forgive. The only act of unforgiveness by the divine Creator is to denounce that there is a higher power. I don't care what else is done. I can forgive you for it all, for everything. Come to me as you are. Seek my forgiveness, my embrace. Give it to me, let it go. Transform your soul, change directions, change your mind. And that's all it takes. Now, the divine can do that for us, but then in turn, when someone else needs it, where would your heart be? Where's your heart now for that person? Where's it now for that person that owes you a lot of money, owes you justice, owes you closure, validation, owes you gratitude, owes you love, owes you, and they probably do, but if it never comes, if they don't have it in them to give it, if you never receive it, and you walk into a room and there they are, where's your heart at that moment? Where's your soul at that moment? Are you constant? Does the world spin and automatically you're back to when they did what they did, when they said what they said, when they betrayed you, deceived you, cheated on you, stole from you, mistreated you, abused you? Where are you in that moment? Now, many say they're awakened. Many say they've ascended. They're Christians. They're spiritualists. They're loving. They're light. They say prayed up. But at that very moment, the goddess in them ain't in the room. You can't look at them. Can't make contact. Can't smile. Can't embrace them. Can't receive them. Can't sit down, have a conversation. Can't truly forgive. Can't really let go. Can't listen to understand and not to offend. So the soul is not who you say you are. The soul operates in what it is for everyone. For everyone, in every moment, at all times. Not when you get what you want, not when you have what you need, not when you're happy, not when you have justice, not when everything's okay, all the bills are paid, not when the sun is shining. No, at all times, the soul is solid. It's on a foundation built on purge, let go, release it, give it back. Purge. The soul is being released. You're being given a gateway, a doorway, a portal opening, a road uncrossing. You're being given a divine opportunity to purge and elevate your frequency and get back to receiving all the blessings, rewards, resources of your royal lineage in this lifetime. I just saw a card that says you matter. Transcend the boundaries of time. Time. What is time? Oh, it's taking them too long. It's been too many years. I'm tired of waiting. If they call now, the hourglass ran out. I moved on. Transcend the boundaries of time. No matter when it happens, no matter when that door opens, when that gate flies open, when the divine says, this is your divine opportunity to purge, elevate to a higher level of frequency, and truly receive your crown. And how I'm going to give it to you is through them, with them, It was because of them that you are not there. So in order to be there, they are the one. They are the test. They are the final lap of the race. They are the reason that you will find out who your soul really is when it's really in the pit of pain. The memories, the wounds, the scars that come back to flood your mind. The moment you see them, you hear their voice. The things that flood your mind to take you back. It's just an attack. It's an attack. Destiny is unfolding as we speak. Your soul is going through a powerful release because destiny is about to be your new path. You're headed towards a new season. You're headed towards life purpose, a career, an opportunity, a big move, a relocation, a major blessing, a healing to your body, to that situation. Destiny is unfolding, and it will take you purging and elevating your frequency to meeting the level in which you're about to be put on. You balance your masculine and your feminine energy. Now, I worked with many people. I've done a lot of birth chart readings, and I found the people that need to heal the most from past pain in a love connection is in a past life soulmate, where in that dimension there was death, loss, grief, whatever it was. When that person returns to this earthly plane, I have found in all my birth chart readings that if I'm sitting with a man, he has major feminine energy in his entire chart and very low masculine. And if she is a woman, she has a lot of masculine energy in her chart and very low feminine. That is the karmic debts to overcome. Now you need to come back and be the aggressor or be the one seen as a victim by the world. A need to be taken care of, to be accepted, to be validated, to be celebrated. Or a need to be the aggressor, to be in control, to navigate it, have your way. So, I see that in almost every birth chart so far. That's why birth chart readings are so important. Not only because you need to know where your life path is in them and other important issues like health, mates, career, or the most important place in your placements in your birth chart are karmic debts and karmic lessons. If you book a birth chart reading with someone established, experienced, and they cannot pull open your karmic debt and karmic lessons, they are not a birth chart reader. They're going off Google and putting it together. If you get a reading, the first thing you should be asking are, what are my karmic debts? What did I come back here to pay? What is my lesson? Where to come back here to learn? Because for learning those two things as soon as you can, it opens up and uncrosses every road in your lifetime. If you spend a life paying a karmic debt, going through karmic lessons because you didn't know what they were, life could run out before you discover what it is. Nobody wants to do that. Life is already too short. We want to have fun, want to play, want to love, want to travel, experience. But if you are forced to spend a life in a karmic debt or karmic lesson, it's because you don't know it. Because no one has told you it. You haven't discovered it. And it will not just go away. It don't just stop. You'll come back again until it's completed. Because that is a curse over your entire lineage. The torch was passed to you. The debt was passed to you. A lot of times it's not only your debt, it's generational. because you have been chosen to be the anointed, to be the awakened. Now the debt is yours. Have you not fulfilled it? Then it goes to your generation, and that is your children or your grandchildren if it skips. Now you will be an ancestor watching over them as they struggle, as they fight through homelessness, poverty, illness, disease, knowing that because you didn't fulfill it, now you have to watch them do it. Who wants to do that? Ancient soul. Your soul is older than what it looks like in your, what it feels like in this lifetime. An ancient soul is not a couple of decades; it's centuries old. And if you're here with an ancient soul, them debts have never been paid. Generation after generation after generation, they have not. So you carry your bloodline, your ancestors, you carry them in your DNA. That's why we say my blood of blood, my bone of bone, that which flows throughout my DNA, through my blood. See me, hear me, rescue me, connect with me, show me, awaken me. Because we know that those debts are not paid. When we awakened and we are aware, we don't want our children to get those. We don't want our grandchildren to have that when we could have stopped it by doing a simple change of perception, a simply forgiving. Can you imagine if your children or grandchildren suffer years of homelessness, poverty, divorce, illness, because not one person in the blood would simply forgive and nothing else? Sometimes that's all it is. But you die, never forgot that cheating spouse, never forgot that hateful mother or the absent father, never forgot all the co-workers and neighbors that bullied you, never forgot. Even though you say you do, and you walk in and you do, and you invite others in, but that soul is still carrying it. What the heart does and what the brain does is separate from the soul. But we spend too much time focused on the heart and the mind. That the soul gets no work. We just figure it's there. It's just we're spiritual, so my soul is good. No, it's not. No, it's not. If your soul is ancient, you come from a lineage, a bloodline of generations that did not pay a debt that you now are carrying, holding, that you now owe. Shall you not accomplish paying it off through that karmic lesson? You can definitely expect it to be put into the next generation. And we say we love our kids. We pray for our kids. We hope for the best. We protect them. But do we really? If it's not material things they need, if it's not outward things that they need, the one thing they need is for us to pay our lesson and pay off our debt so they can be free. I said I saw the You Matter. It came out. Somebody you need to move in silence. Somebody here, you're talking to the wrong person or people. Somebody, you got a friend, a sibling, a parent. I don't know who this person is. It could be an adult child, a co-worker, a neighbor. You got somebody that you are connecting with or connected with. You are telling them everything. Too much. Because you're needy of that person in your life, needy of someone in your life, attention, affection, I don't know what it is, or just needed to be seen as the victim you are. And you're speaking to someone, I don't know who this is, family, a friend, or whoever. You're telling them everything all your life, and you're sharing it, and your bitterness, and your anger, and your shame, and your guilt. But you constantly talking to this person, telling this person that it's not awakened, not elevated, not on a high frequency, not anointed, not your repetitive need to have somebody hear your complaints, your story, your pleas, your victimization novel over and over and over and over again. You're running out of time. Because not only is that person taking it all in and sharing with someone else, and they're sharing it. And the way they are sharing it is not to make you look good, not to make you look like you've been hurt. Oh no, they're telling they always complaining. It's all their fault. They don't see themselves. They're in denial. I don't know why they keep bothering me. This somebody just listens to you, but ain't listening to help you. Somebody that won't tell you what you're really going through or what's really happening, won't open your eyes to the fact that you're not seeing it the way you should. They're just listening and acting like they're there for you, and they're not. Somebody you need to check your circle, reevaluate your allies, because you're just talking to this person to be heard, to be seen, to be validated. They are only keeping you in denial, purging, elevating. They're not helping. But you may have no one else. And maybe it's a good thing there's no one else. Because this is your moment of silence. This is your moment of inner reflection, of meditation. This is not your moment to be a victim. To complain. Keep telling the same story. Keep hearing it to be heard, to be seen, to be validated. If it's a past that keeps being reopened, you're reliving in it. Because you keep sharing it, giving it, repeating it. That's not coming from a healed place. That's not coming from a high elevation. That's not coming from a collective divine enlightenment. That's not coming from enlightenment. That's not coming from a connection to God or goddess. That's somebody that's throwing inner temper tantrum. It's coming from a hurt inner child, from a wound, from a seed, from a dark place. That's not coming from a place of peace, joy, happiness. And if it's not, it's also selfish. Because if it's coming for darkness, you're giving that away. You're sharing that. You don't care if it's absorbed by the other person, what it does to the other person. That's wasting their time. Unless they do it for a living, is in a coach or a mentor or a guide. Unless they're doing it for that on that one-on-one, that you don't even care what it's doing to their mentality or wasting their time. It's all about you and what you need. It's not a positive story. It doesn't embody anything good, or else you wouldn't constantly feel the need to repeat it, to live in it, to share it so much that you don't even care about what it may do to that person. When they walk away, now they got to carry your bad energy. That comes from a place of selfishness, inconsideration, and denial. As long as you see yourself as a victim, you will victimize other people. And your need for an ear, a comfort, a help, that's all that is. And I know these messages today are triggering the hell out of a lot of people. Oh, I know that. I have been divinely called to give the message, to give the teaching, the influence, the guidance, regardless of feelings and emotions. But they have no place in divine preparation. So I know many may be triggered, click off, and then click back on, or however it's going on, because they don't want to. The person in the mirror that's throwing it back, it feels like more pain, more grief, more abuse, because the victim only perceives every energy that they don't like as being victimized and not being guided or led. That will also tell you where you are, how you're feeling, and ingesting the information you're getting. It will show you where you're at. I ain't even got to tell you that. How we are triggered, why we are triggered, lets us know too where we are emotionally. And if you are someplace emotionally where that affects you more than wanting to get the food that your soul needs, then you're living, my friend, in self-perceived imprisonment. Thank you, Goddess. A self-perceived prison. That's a victim. That's victimization. But it's coming from perception, not fact, not truth. It says perceive. I think it, therefore it got to be. I think it, I feel it. So no, beloved, you have to walk away from believing and walk into knowing. I know that happened. I know that I experienced that. I know that it was real. I know that it hurt. I know that it taught me. I know that it grew me. I know that it changed me. I know that it was necessary. One is one thing and one is another. Because I believe it and I feel it, then I need to experience it and understand it and work on. For how long? For how long? It comes to a point you walk away from believing everything you feel and understanding everything you know. Somebody here, the divine is about to take you through a major ego death. And it may not be pretty. You may not like it. It may be incoming tower. It may be headed for some kind of fall or destruction, because at this point, the soul is being released because you have a higher divine purpose. And God has said the hourglass has been run, I understand. It's been over. It's been past. You learn. But waiting for the growth, waiting for the transformation, that part has not been completed. The self-reliance, the knowing, the cunning has not been walked into, stepped into. So this ego death, it's got to happen. I got to strip you. I got to purge you. I got to detox you. Because time is up. There's none left. I see what's ahead. And I don't want you to fall in that crack, that hole. So I'm going to do it now. I'm going to save you now. I'm going to free you now. And however it's going to be done, it may not be fun. But again, there's a karmic debt that must be paid because you have a divine lineage. I don't know if it's your child. I don't know if it's your daughter or your son. It may be your grandchild. But it's a child that comes from your womb or the womb of the child you had. That's the next to carry the torch. And that one, they are refusing to let that divine light pay off any debts that don't belong to them. With you it ends. You are the ending. You are the final lap. You are it. You were chosen to be the curse breaker. And if it has not been done by now, it's going to be done. like I said, how ways I see, I spy my third eye. It absolutely, for many, has to do with somebody from your past that broke you in ways that were unspeakable, coming back, reaching out, showing up. And God is testing you to see where your soul lives, where it stands, what it's made of. Is your heart light as a feather, says my yacht. In that moment, your angels will be in the room. Your ancestors will be watching. Metatron will be taking notes on what you are going to do. For many of you, that is the final task. For many of you, this person is dead in the grave. And you know where it is. And you've never visited. You won't go. You don't even care. And the test is you're being called to go. Clean off their grave. Place flowers. Cry your tears. Say your sorries. Say I forgive you. You are being called to go there and get it done. You're being watched to see if you will make that trip. Many of you, this is going to be your children. Yeah, your child, your children. It's cut you the worst, and watched you bleed out. And then so much as take a second look, and they coming back around for the last showdown. And you're grown, and you're mature, and you're awakened that they are not. But they may be in a grown body. So you may see them as combative. Hello. You're going to be watched on how you show up, how you mend those fences, how you transform them, how you forgive when you got no apology and never will. How you understand that although you raised them to your best, although you may have said, I'm sorry, the damage, the negative exposure, or whatever you put them in, that you thought you made amends for, is for you. It wasn't for them. It was so you could feel like you did better. You made amends. You did something to help them recover. That wasn't for them. And your anger and bitterness because they didn't receive it. They won't acknowledge it. They won't forgive it. They don't owe you that. They don't owe you that. I tell my parents, we sit with children with their issues. All because you say you're sorry. You try to do better after they almost grown or when they're grown. They don't owe you. They don't owe you nothing. The years that they were exposed to negativity in your life or by you, wherever it was, they had to survive through your parenting, whatever it was, moving around, exposing to the wrong parent, the wrong family, whatever it was that you were doing in your lesser energy, in your karmic energy. They don't owe you forgiveness when you come out. They don't owe you nothing when you awaken and now you're a better person. Congratulations. That has nothing to do with them. What is left on them is for them to now deal with on their own, moving away, growing up, making a life. And it may not include you. That's their choice. But what you do for them to make it up to them, oh, that's for you. You say it's for them because now all of a sudden you want them to be grateful and see you in the better light. They don't owe you nothing for that. Because you want them to forget and forgive. And many times that hasn't even been accomplished in your life for others. So it's a lot to be learned in the purge. But somebody, you about to face a heavy ego death. And I hope for you that it comes with the least amount of pain or misfortune, but it's coming. Cycles of decline are preparation for rebirth. Cycles of decline are only preparation for rebirth. Somebody here, you're about to, it says decline. Now could have been past decline, like a divorce, issue with your health, separation from family, from children. You could lost a job or home. Cycles of lack, scarcity, decline, setback, or actual preparation for rebirth. Because the rebirth is in you proving that you can rise above. Despite it all, you will not lose your faith. You will not let go. You will keep pushing forward, keep growing. You will understand their lessons, and you will take the learning and the wisdom and not hold on to the bitterness and the shame and guilt. So, is there a cycle decline on the way? We all see in the tarot. What time is it? Okay, because I have other appointments. I'm going to keep my eye on the clock. The initiate. You are about to be initiated. You are being prepared because you're about to be initiated. You're about to be touched, chosen. Now, what you're being initiated into, I don't know that as of yet. It's different for everyone. I can't give a collective. Well, let me see. Can I? Of course I can. I'm talking to someone that's about to be initiated. Okay, I heard the group, the academy, the coven, the community, the position, the anointing, hands, soul, body. Somebody, did you have a dream recently where you were laying in the bed and you saw your body flow out and you didn't know if you were dreaming or you were awake? That's for somebody. Let's see. Let me give you a couple cards for what you possibly could be initiated into. Remember, collective reading. Take what resonates with you. I'll give you a couple places, situations, or opportunities that you could be getting initiated into. You'll have to know which one is for you. Personal readings are 5, 10, or 20. Ooh. Sacred scroll. Somebody here, you're a writer. And you're going to be carrying the torch for this generation. This leaving scrolls or messages or books for the next generation. Somebody here, you're going to be writing you know what scrolls are? In the Bible, they're the 10 Commandments. They're the templates. They are the laws, the foundation, the rules, the promises. That's what you're going to be doing for the next generation. I don't know if you're going to be writing books. I don't know if you're going to be creating tarot or oracle cards. But scrolls are paper. So it's something with paper. That's for somebody. We got a reader, the initiate. Now, this is not tarot reader. This is not tarot. A reader is someone that communicates with the dead. That's what I'm talking about, not tarot. Somebody that communicates with the dead in a seance or goes to people's homes to remove energy from, connect with the dead to release them, to remove them, or to give messages to their loved ones from them. That's who a reader is. The movie The Reader with Monique, I always tell people to watch it. Young girl is a reader. Someone that sits, connects with the dead in a seance, in a circle, to be their voice, give their messages. So somebody here, that is your calling, you're being initiated because in your bloodline, you had ancestors that were capable of communicating with the dead. Somebody, you had a lot of people in your bloodline, they wrote books, novels, they were novelists, they were they left what they call that? When you have the family tree and then write it. Come on now. Let's put the cards. Somebody, you will make dolls. And I'm not talking about regular dolls. These are spiritual dolls that carry an embodied energy in them. Somebody, you're being initiated. Your practice, you will craft spiritual dolls. I have a couple here. I have a couple dolls here. This one with the wings. This is Lilith. She has horns. This is one of my dolls. This is one of my first dolls that I got. This is Lilith. Okay. Then I have another doll. I mean, I fix y'all after. I'm sorry. Then I have Virginia. She's my favorite. I take Virginia everywhere when I travel. She never stays home without me. This is Virginia. She was actually, no, she wasn't my first, but she is my favorite. This is, Virginia. My girl. Then I have this one. Hello. He's a demon. He is a demon. Yes, he is. He's my demon protector. I won't tell you his name, but I have him. And I have many other dolls. They're in my bedroom. So somebody here, you'll be making dolls. There's the high priestess. You're being initiated, high priestess. This is a spiritual leader. This is someone very intuitive. This is a seer. This is one that prophesizes world wars, disasters, illness, things happening in people's lives. They get spiritual guidance. This is a leader of the sheep, of the flock, of the coven, of the academy. You're being initiated. Hello? There are birds just laying into my window. We got herbalists. The initiate, working with herbs, holistic potions, tonics, ointments, tinctures. You can make herbs and candles and jewelry and mojo bags and pouches. Here to bring healing to people holistically. Herbalists. Some of you may already know this is you because you already do some of these things. My God, who is this? Who are you, beloved? We got a demon slayer here. Initiate demon slayer. Who are you? Somebody that has this call ain't no joke. Your power is one of the most powerful. No, excuse me. It is the most powerful energy of any. You know what kind of power you have to be a demon slayer? The protection, the courage, the bravery, the commitment. This is someone that performs exorcist, removes hexes and curses from people, homes, places. Hello? Who claiming this title? Hello? That's my anointing. That's my highest calling. We've got humanitarian. Somebody travels the world with a group, visits other countries, deals with water issues and hunger and imprisonment, works with Meals on Wheels and in healthcare, just takes care of humanity and the people. Somebody you're being initiated to do that. This is like a nomad lifestyle because you get with a group, you travel the world, bringing hope and life, a renewing faith to people. I know a young lady that I used to work with that was called to do this, and she was so young and so beautiful, and I was so excited for her for the traveling. I wonder if she ever, because I lost contact with her because of her mom. If she's listening, Aaliyah, I hope we got a teacher here, a spiritual teacher, this ain't a regular teacher in the classroom. This is there's someone that teaches either online, like you have events, or you put courses online, people to learn from, or you do it in outdoors. Somehow you're here to be a teacher. A teacher is someone that works with their voice, has wisdom and knowledge to give to future generations. Any more, mama? So you have to know which one is calling you. And there may be more than one calling you if you are multi-talented in your spiritual gifts. And you will have a dual assignment. You'll follow more than one path. That's very possible, but not for everyone. Somebody here, get ready. Get ready to open that podcast. You're being initiated to start that podcast. Use your voice. Policy changer, policy maker. Spread information, wisdom, knowledge of what's happening in the country, the culture, finances, spirituality. But we got a podcast. Here's a tarot reader. Initiate tarot reader. Somebody in the room is being called to read tarot. Maybe you're already doing it, or maybe you need a course or a mentor or a coach for more confidence, bravery. But that's your divine. That's one of your divine. That's a divine purpose. Somebody here. You see, angel. Somebody here. You are an angel. Return. Your life purpose is not business related. It's not business related. Who got this heavy? Lisa and Mason got this with the music. Somebody else got music. I don't know if it was Brittany or somebody else got. If you got music in your life purpose reading, this is you. Your purpose does not involve business, working. It involves your frequency, your energy being so high, so elevated that you give healing to people simply by conversation, by entering the room at an event, answering the phone call, listening, touching. It doesn't involve a practice per se. That will be a hobby, an extra stream income, but your purpose is not about business. It's about presence, energy. Sharing your energy, shifting your energy is all you are here to do. Maybe trying too much or pushing too much to find a business or practice. And that's why you can't find it, because that is not what is meant for you. You're here to share energy and only energy. Now, this person you may work a 9 to 5 to receive your income, and the angels will upgrade you in salary through jobs. As far as a spiritual practice, you may not have a spiritual practice, because even on your jobs, where you go, who you sit with, who you talk to, how you move, you're giving out energy all day, every day, to all the people that are in the same room with you. That's your divine purpose. Someone like this, you've already paid. You've already paid off your debts. Now you're just here to share your light, because that is all you have left. This is someone that does not walk in darkness. Although darkness may walk around you. No, enchantment ain't for everybody, and not 10 times out of 10, this is only if you're a woman, not if you're a man. Enchantment is like hypnosis, hypnotic frequency. This is you working with others through an energy system that almost puts them in a trance. You will help them release and heal through trance work. I don't know who this is. This ain't for but this is only for women. So if you're a woman, you have the gift of enchantment, and you'll know if you do. You will use it in positive ways to put people out of body. That's an out of body experience. Who does enchantment? We go to a spiritual retreat, and they have everybody in the room on mats, and they're almost asleep, and they're playing the sound music, the bells, the bowls, and they enchant spirits to rise up from sound frequencies. That's enchantment. That's what you're being initiated to do. So you can work with singing bowls, tuning forks, anything that elevates the frequency of noise and vibration, and putting other people in some kind of trance to open them up, to release and purge some kind of hidden energy. So somewhere that's going to be your work. There are other ways to do enchantment, but I'm not going to discuss them on YouTube, because I can't. But there are other forms. Did I not say somebody was an exorcist? Did I not say somebody here was born to be an exorcist? I don't know if you know who you are. I don't know if you're ready to claim this. I don't know if you're running from this, because you already know it. but you're not going to be able to run long or far. If this is your calling and there's no other calling, you'll waste your time doing everything else, including light work, and miss your opportunity to be wealthy beyond your imagination. This is the one spiritual assignment in the entire day that gets paid the most. I mean, there's no income that will come in that'll be higher and more abundant than this. Because you're saving people, homes, places from demonic possession. People will sell their house and pay you everything they got for their soul to be free. Now, I'm not saying you should ask people to do that. Of course not. But I'm just saying, what you would charge for this kind of service is life-changing for you and your future generations. But God is don't get no. But Father God, do not give this to everyone. Absolutely not. If you have this, you work in a group or a team. It's not something you do by yourself. You may learn it or practice it at first to get power up, but you ain't doing this by yourself. You ain't visiting by yourself. There's only a certain one that can. I'm not going to speak out. Whether it's men or women, you're doing this in at least a 3-group setting, if not more. You got a psychic investigator. You investigate psychically. When somebody has a court case or hidden documents, a hidden will, or if there's a body that's been buried through trafficking, through they took the taking of the life through MURDER or any other way, and the body is missing. This kind of person goes to the scene of the crime and psychically calls out what they see. This person, what do you call it? This person solves crimes at the crime scene. This is what people go to when the will is missing or the inheritance was stolen. This is a psychic investigator. You'll know if you are. This person sees prophecies in their dreams. In your dreams, they will show you where the body is. You'll have a dream. You'll see buildings. This person, if that's you, a dream journal is required. Because your dream journal, you will find after certain days, you don't solve the whole crime you saw in the news or in your family or for you. Dream journal, psychic investigator, solving crimes, solving mysteries. The hermit has a light in the dark to uncover what's being hidden. We got a witcher here. If you're a man, a witcher is a male witch. And that is someone with the ability to manifest. That is a male, a witch. You know what a witch is. I'm not going to, if you don't know what a witch is, go look it up. You can look it up by your culture as well. See what they did in your culture, the male witches, the healers of the village. Hello? The ones who stomped across the land and paraded with the other men, sing songs and beat drums, light fires to purify the land, clean the land. This is somebody that breaks generational curses. I'm going to just give you one more because we got to move on. I gotta close the door soon. I'm off here at 3 o'clock because I have appointments and I need time to have some lunch in between. They falling out. We got a magician, master manifester. People come to win the lottery. This is who people come to get the lottery numbers. You got a scribe, a freehand writing, which means you meditate into a trance. Use your hand to scribe messages without seeing, without visualizing, and at the end, read over it and see pictures, messages, and and you get them to the world. Describing. Freehand, a scribe is a freehand writer. Allows the energy to write for you. We got a birth doula. We got a birth doula, a midwife, and this is only for women. Men should not be birth doulas. In ancient civilization, in divine feminine energy, there should not be a man in the birthing room at all. The masculine energy, I'm not even going to go into that. But for my daughter, it'll be going back to roots. Grandmas, aunties, sisters, ain't gonna be no man in my daughter's birthing rooms. No, I know better. I'm gonna do better by them. Somebody being called to be a birth doula. If you know that, you know. All right, that was the last one. Unless you book the personal 5, 10, or 20, I'm not gonna go through every. Hope that may have been for you, or you have to discern if yours is still in the deck. Okay, my loves. I'm going to close out this collective reading. And thank you for everyone that attended the live today. Hit the like button for free. If you subscribe and you're new, you send me an emoji of love, a super thanks, or a super chat. I appreciate you. I'll be back. Will I be here tomorrow? I think I'll be on tomorrow. Probably a little earlier. So don't interfere with my, yeah. If you didn't get a chance to book today, you will tomorrow. Your soul is being released from being trapped in a home. And your home could be a physical home where you grew up. It could be a mindset. It could be a connection with someone you thought was going to be your home. The soul is going through a final release. And for some, there's an ego death on the way. Something to tear down that ego. Because where the ego is, the soul does not live. Where the ego is, the soul does not live. It cannot operate in the same place. You know, we love to say we forgive, but when the moment arises and the situation appears, obviously forgiveness is not there. And God knows, God sees all. God sees all. When we pray and when we internally hate, hold on to pain, bitterness, regret, shame, guilt, remorse. All the good intention in the world will never erase what's secretly going on in the dark pit of the soul. It will not. So, it's a lot of ego deaths going on at this time. Apparently, divine is not finished. Handing out lessons. The cycles of decline is not over for many, but for those of us who it is, congratulations. I can't wait to meet you, to see you, connect with you. This is Tarot. Any messages that are left that need to be said. For those who have passed your test, who have paid off your debts, rising to see the sun again, soul being released from the darkness. The heavens are open up to shine down on you. Victory, joy, happiness, harmony, peace, abundance. I'm talking, come on now. Come on now. I'm talking to a Queen of Wands energy, male or female. The energy is only one of taking back your power. Sitting in your power. Sitting back on your throne, knowing where you belong, fixing your crown, living your best life after experiencing Ten of Swords, family, friends, the children, the spouses, the neighbors, your co-workers, the strangers, being bullied and cheated on, betrayed and deceived, and having your emotions totally destroyed by those who are meant to love you, support you, give to you equally, be kind and just. I'm not saying that nobody is perfect and that you didn't make your own mistakes, but no one deserves this type of energy. Not by that many swords. Okay, but yeah, maybe you deserve one get back, but 10. This is repeated energy, repeated betrayal, deception, or it's a whole lot of people who they each had a sword. But y'all bounce back, you'll come back. The glow up is about to blow minds, my love. It probably already is. Because someone thinks that they finished the job, that you're down and out, and you'll never bounce back, and finds out that you're connected to a bloodline, that you were never alone, a royal lineage that protects you and guides you and takes you away when necessary, redirects you, put you in the right place, in the right rooms, will never let you go or forget who you are. Now they may know it. Everything they tried, everything they done, everything they said, silent attack, obvious attack, hurtful words. Now they know that you survived and bounced back. That was all in vain. They wasted their time. It was a waste of their time. Time that will never be gotten back. You don't get time back. Not human time. Is that in reverse? Ten of Wands. Burdens. Carrying the weight of the world on your back, on your shoulders, by your damn self. Leaving you in poverty and lack, broken, abused, neglect, or abandoned. Whatever it was, they caused you great burden in your life. In the life of those you cared for, you took care of, they're going to watch you That's your ancestors carrying on their backs. They're going to watch you have some kind of public victory. Everybody's going to know that you won. Everybody's going to know that you overcame. Everybody's going to know you are strong. Stronger than anything they did, they said, they conjured. This is victory. This is on your way. Working, strong, ready, determined. Now, this could, like I said, this could be public. So I don't know if it's going to be in a family, in a house, community, court. I don't know what this is, where a lot of people are going to know. But your ancestors said, oh, they wanted to publicly shame you, publicly abuse you, publicly betray you. So we're going to make sure they publicly get to know that the whole time we got you. Since they want to do it where everyone would see, everybody would know, they spread it like a rumor, like God, they told everybody you were down out. They laughed at you being emotionally in turmoil. So we're going to make sure the whole universe knows that you got the victory. We may have let them believe they were winning the war, but the battle, the victory is yours. And everybody now is going to know. So something is happening in the public. They're going to watch you shine. They're going to watch you shine. Eight of Swords in reverse. Eight of Swords in reverse. Your years of being in emotional bondage. Your years of being in emotional bondage. Feel like your hands were tied. You had nowhere to go. No one to run to. Trapped in prison in a life that depleted you. Your soul is being released from the darkness, from the pain. Ain't no cards. I'm making sure no cards are right. You have traded energy of the wounded healer to now the wounded warrior. That's every time we see a wand of cane, that's your ancestor energies. You hold to them. You connect with them. They live within you. You're moving in their energy, speaking in their voice, thinking from their ancient wisdom, and you're ready. You're being initiated to stand, to rise, to thrive. Now, you may be a little guarded, but you should be, because while you were being initiated and released and remote, now while you're cracking open, stay a little guarded, because you don't want the wrong person to walk back in when they see a crack, a doorway. Two of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords, needing to make a painful decision to cut something out of your life and move on. Oh, it's in reverse. You no longer have to make a decision. Decision is made. Decision was made. You're no longer confused. You're no longer in turmoil. There's no illusion. You see it straight away. You have already decided. Although I can show up and you're in the room, I stay in my light. Your darkness, the memories, the wounds, they do not move me out of my light, off my foundation. Even if I walk in your direction, I carry my light, my faith, my absolution. I'm in my purpose, in my destiny. Whatever your energy therein, it will not shift your energy. That's how you know that you're in the knowing, in the cunning, that you have finally completed your transformation. That's how you know it. When they're in the room, they show up around you. You see them, you run into them, you hear about their name. Whatever it is that brings it back, calls it back. Hello, your energy never shifts the wrong way. You don't walk out of your lights. You don't match somebody's toxic energy. You don't have a need to offend or defend. You don't have to defend who you are when you are everything. When you are everything, connected to everything, communicating with heck out. You don't have a need to defend or be offensive. You simply move, flow, walk, guided. The light protects you. The light covers you. It is your shield, your hello. That's how you know. If you really grown, if you really changed, if you really are what you say you are, it's because no matter what approaches you, what comes near you, it don't shift what you become. There's the hermit again. Inner reflection. Why? Because whatever happens at that moment, you immediately leave the outside world and immediately pull back into your soul body. And in that moment, in a blink of an eye, you're reminded of your power, of who you are, and why you are here, and everything you are meant to be. And you instantly, that inner reflection, that split moment that pulls you back in. Yeah, moving on, planning your next steps. Again, your ancestors holding you up on each side, standing on green and fertile pastures. You're standing on that green grass, headed towards the sun and water flow in your past. Whoever that is in the blue, because the people in the red have not only dropped their wands, turned their backs, no longer want to engage, don't want to gossip, don't care, won't fight. It's over for them. They've already walked away. But whoever that is in the blue, for you, holding on for dear life, don't want to let go, don't want to give up. Hello, I don't know who that is, but they're not done yet. Because they want a passionate new beginning. Whoever that is wants to restart. They're passionate, they still desire you, they want you. But aces of wands are not aces of cups. This ain't love. This got nothing to do with the heart. This is lust, intimacy, sex. They want to control, they want your body, control your minds. They want ownership of you. But you're walking into a new beginning of a new life, of a new era, initiated, prepared, positioned, and purged. Your soul is being released from everything that held it in bondage in darkness and confinement and pain and misfortune. You're walking towards enlightenment, harmony, joy, peace with the universe, and true connection with your bloodline. Taking you places you've never seen, to meet people you've never met, to do things you've never done, to experience life the way you never have. That's your new passion and beginning. That's your new beginning. And you've been given the wand of the magician to manifest the life you see in your visions. You got a lot of green pastures, a lot of fertility, a lot of abundance. That's yellow tents in the back. New home, relocation, whatever you're passionate about, whatever you desire the most for your life, you're being placed on the road to move in that direction. And whoever these are, or whoever this is, can't go. It's not invited. You already made the decision and cut the cord. They will have to learn to move on without you, survive without you, grow up without you. Because there's nothing left in the past. Not for you. Not for you. Not for the healed you. Not for the one walking in their... Yeah. Your ancestors said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about them. Let them do what they think they're going to do. Don't worry about how they moving. When they come in, don't worry, because you got a familiar. And if you're a spiritualist, you know what a familiar is. So I'm not going to describe it for everyone, but you got a familiar. Either in your home, or this is a spirit energy. They don't play about you. You're safe and you're protected, and they ain't coming to disturb your peace or waste your time or get you confused again or sell you a dream. Whoever this familiar is, oh, they got it. The battle is no longer yours. You are already receiving victory. There's no battle that belongs to you. Not anymore. Go. Go. Find. Seek. Travel. Lead. You are becoming the captain of the ship. Whoever's on that boat. The white flag, pure of heart, pure of mind, equally giving, generous, kind, loyal. That's the only energies that will go where you're going. That's the only ones that will be invited on your ride by your spirit team. They're testing, they are approving, and they are rejecting whoever will be placed in your line of sights, your tribe, your coven, your academy of, hello, mystics, whoever it is going with you on this journey. Many of you taking it alone, becoming a nomad until they come in. You are not chasing. You know they're coming when they're coming. You're just doing your thing. But many of you, the reason why you're being given a boat, because you got a lot of people you're taking that's going with you. And that boat may be metaphorical. Ooh, I gotta go. Yeah. Final two cards. And for those. And for my beloveds. And for my beloveds. For those were robbed. For those they stole, they robbed you, they used you, they took from you your inheritance, your settlement, your wealth, your opportunity. People in your lives that came and took and left and didn't give back equally or didn't give back at all. Whatever it is that you were owed in this lifetime or previous lifetimes, if you have passed your ascension and you are the one that I'm speaking to in the preparation of these anointing of these spiritual gifts, you're getting it all back. You're getting it all back. The Wheel of Fortune represents destiny unfolding. That destiny comes with good luck, good fortune, and good juju. It comes with karma being on your side, turning the wheel in your favor at every turn. Health, wealth, career, finances, home, love, family, jobs. At every turn, your name is up next. Anything that is owed to you, reparations are being called in. You will receive tenfold what always belongs to you. Ashe. Ashe. What a beautiful energy to end on. This is major arcana, which means this is a life-changing shift. This comes to stick. This brings longevity, major life blessings, and changes in the right direction. This is your ancestors showing up and showing out for you, making you whole, complete in all ways. All right, my loves. That's all she wrote, folks, for today. Thank you so much to everybody for everything, for tapping the like, for your presence, for joining, subscribing, for your generosity, for getting in the chat, keeping it going. Thank you, loves. Thank you so much. And yeah, you got somebody that's in regret. Somebody's in major regret over losing you because they abused you. Now they're in regret because they lost their magician, their manifestation, their window of light. That is you. And they may forever be in that energy. But you, my love, will no longer experience. Kept your soul trapped in the dark. It's finally walking towards the light, where it will remain for the rest of your life as long as you want to be there. As long as you rest, continue to follow your path there. You will never know dark days again. Of course, in a lifetime, we have days of, I'm not saying that you will never again experience days of lack or decline. And, you know, seasons change. With every new season of spring, your life will bloom again. Bigger than the season before it, to compensate you for the wait and the patience. So, I am mistress of the 8th Tarot, Goddess Alicia. Thank you all. Have a beautiful week ahead. I will see those of you who have appointments with throughout the week. Thank you for trusting in me, believing in me, and choosing me to guide you in this lifetime. I love what I do, and it's because of you and many others that I keep pushing through. what the world throws in our way every day. So thank you. You want to book on off YouTube with me? If you want a mentorship, they're open. If you want to take the tarot course, it's open. A reading, my calendar is open. Email me, and I'll tell you what opening I have, and we'll book. I'll get you in. If you're ready, I am available and here for you. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a blessed day. God is willing, I'll see you tomorrow with another inspired message. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, moderators. Soul Tribe family members. Go and join the membership at $3.99 a month to join, be part of our tribe, our movement, our family. What inspires you? Take action and do what you do, boo. I love you guys. See you tomorrow, my loves. Ashe.